Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Soulful Prosperity podcast. I'm super excited to be coming to you from my home in the Dominican Republic. I'm here on a deep work trip. Yesterday, I worked 16 hours. It was amazing. It's like a different kind of work now. And when I come here, one of the things that I am doing is reinforcing my habits. And that's what I want to talk to you about today. Is I want to talk to you about vision and habits and the journey that I've been on with them. So I'm going to go back to, I've been in a real estate career that I'm retired from now 2.5 years. But I had a real estate career for about 28 years. And about 15 years ago, I went through a 7-year Buddhist training course to become an ordained Buddhist priest and teacher and meditation teacher. And so for the bulk of my career, especially for those 15 years, is when my career was really on the rise. I had these two personas. I had this like hardcore businesswoman, industry leader, business leader, community leader, party woman, total party woman persona. And then in my spiritual life, when I was on the cushion, on the mat, we're teaching at the monastery, I was this very introspective, introverted, spiritual woman who really just wanted to be a student of spirituality, mysticism, and everything beautiful. And so this was all great. I was enjoying it, but I can tell you that I had a void. I felt a void. I didn't feel like I had a purpose. I didn't feel connected. I didn't feel whole. I mean, I wasn't whole. And then the pandemic came. And immediately when things shut down, I got to work. I was the chairwoman, I'm the founding chairwoman of the Putnam County Business Council. And I was privy to all the messages that were coming in. So much anger, so much fear, just business owners freaking out. And I immediately got to work. And I did everything I could. I was running webinars, gathering information, passing along the information, giving guidance, coaching, helping business owners to make that shift to not only plan on surviving the pandemic, but thriving through it and eliminating the fear and the anger and getting into a place of joy and purpose. And I then also stepped into the role of COO at J. Phillip Real Estate. And this was an amazing time for me. Although everyone around me was struggling. Both my daughters were struggling. My husband was struggling. My mom and her husband were doing pretty good, though. As a matter of fact, they got engaged during the pandemic. But I just knew that I needed to really take care of myself. And I began coaching again with John Cheplack, who was very insistent that putting physical health first was really important. So, it felt kind of odd, but I was like, all right. So I gave it a try. And the most amazing thing happened. I started to become into my wholeness. The physical self-care somehow or another helped me bring together my spiritual practice into my daily life. Just mastering these basics, at the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, we talk about those foundational basics that you need in order to self-actualize: eating, breathing, moving, sleeping, hydrating, mental health, physical health, spiritual health. Those aren't on there, but I added them on there because that's my foundation that I discovered. And so things were great. I felt really, really good. And I was being superwoman as usual for everyone. And then June of 2022, it all came crash and burning. I had a big partnership breakup. There was a lot of what I perceived as betrayal, and I was hurt. It brought up a lot of old guilt and shame because of the things that were being said about me. And it was difficult. But the thing is, because I had been so focused on self-care and personal development, that I was ready. And I knew that this was it, because I had discovered that I really loved coaching, and that was really what I wanted to do. And so I didn't miss a beat. I completely shifted and launched my own coaching company without any capital. I had lost all my income and my savings. My husband's health wasn't great. It was challenging, but I finally had my purpose. And I also immediately realized that if I wanted to be this world class coach that I envisioned, that I needed to really quickly begin to make sure all of my actions, my virtues, and my values were aligned with that vision of not only a world class coach, but a world class mom, a world class wife, a world class daughter, a world class friend, a world class spiritual leader, and a spiritual student. And I went all in. I shifted my daily actions to reflect my purpose, and I rebuilt myself through aligned habits. I used vision to guide my action. Is what I'm doing now moving me towards my vision, or is it moving me away? I recast my life's purpose and trajectory. I broke limiting patterns, released perfectionism, and I told people pleasing to hit the road. Oh my gosh, who would have thought I was a people pleaser? I built the habits of what I call soulful prosperity. I integrated clarity, joy, fulfillment, created harmony, realized balance is not achievable, and that harmony was the way to go, so that every area of my life was not draining any other area, and they all supporting each other. And I thrived through this clarity and the actions that I was taking. I was empowered daily through my habit building and habit breaking, and I became so comfortable with the unknown. And I am now committed to guiding others to go through this process. And it doesn't matter what level of success you have reached, there's always another ceiling for us to break through. So I have 2 programs that I'm launching that are free, actually. I have a vision casting coming up December 9th, and then, December 4th, 12 to 2 p.m. If you register and you're not available that day, you will get the replay. The replay will then be available for purchase only. And then I am also doing a habit breaking challenge, December 9th through, I think, the 23rd, 14 days, perfect timing to begin to align yourself with who you want to be in 2025, who you want to show up as, and start building those habits. Don't just, eat your way through the end of November and December and whatnot, so that you then go out and try to do resolutions that last maybe a week or 2. These 2 programs are going to set you up for designing the most beautiful life that is beyond your wildest dreams, and where it is a pursuit that brings you joy, happiness, prosperity, and fulfillment. Thank you guys for tuning in. JenniferMar.com. Go to the events and everything should be there. If you want to hop on a call, JenniferMar.com /schedule. God bless you all. Love you all, and see you soon.